Welcome back. We are in Red Bluff, Northern California. We're on one of the little creeks that winds through here. Little in relativity to the Sacramento River. And you can see there is a lot of multicolored gravel out here. So there's the bridge. There's where I parked. Here's a little walk down. Looks like people drive up and down this thing. Oh. And sit here in the shade. It's got pigeons. It's got lots of different colored rocks. I guess I should have my spray bottle with me. And seeing how many different colored rocks there were, I went back and got the spray bottle in the bucket. I see an old cement bridge. Don't stand under there too long, so pieces of cement will fall on your head. Okay. But yeah, it looks like we can start in the shade. No problem with that. Serious. There's one of the slats of poured cement. A little nervous. I wouldn't recommend standing under one of these bridges for too long. That will fall on your head. It won't hurt much, but it'll still fall on your head. Waiting on this one, we're just gonna spray a couple of these rocks and start looking for what the pretty things might be in this creek. Kind of cool green. Basically like a green jasper. Oh, that makes a difference, doesn't it? Stuff's drying out really quick. I like these little rounded conglomerates, and then some real gray, either chert or quartz. That's a nice one. Kind of fades from blues into aquas. Probably a serpentine that's just very crystalline. Flint or agate nodule. It's like a green, orange, yellow mix in there with its outer rind is just a real plain. It's actually gone kind of pink in the gray metal, sparkly, and those two fade back together in the material. Not bad. I was looking at that. Almost looked like it had some little vein work going on in it. Okay, good news. I just got a text from a friend who pulled over. I thought we'd look at this rock. It's like a limestone, but so limey, so full of salacious goo from when it was on the bottom of the ocean that it's actually got crystals all over in it. But I got a phone call, and that person told me about a spot. I can't reveal the location, but it's on the way to wherever we're going. I'm not even sure about that myself, so don't worry yourselves over that too much. And yeah, there's supposedly some pyrite crystals. It's a beautiful river down below. Look at that. That's beautiful. See all the extrusive volcanic rocks, and they're actually in Devil's Postpile hexagon cylindrical form here, peeling apart into like the Giant's Causeway looking stuff. There's some on the hill. And that all develops lots of crystals in it. And huge fires swept through here, just like all other parts of California. So where, see that fir tree there? Where this mountain would just look like an evergreen forest. Now that's what it looks like. All all the way around. Stubble. Okay, let's try and find the spot. I have crude, rough locations on, and there's no guarantee that we are going to be able to find the one little spot at the site that has it. We're gonna keep our eyes out no matter what, and I'll let you know if I find anything that I think you might want to look at. Jumping back on the road here. Okay, we are semi on location. The directions that I got led me to a locked gate. So we're gonna climb up the nearest creek towards what I think was the site, and don't even honestly have any idea what color of rock it's gonna be in. So we're just looking. Lots of quartz on the ground. You can see lots of quartz. I'm not sure how and or if they would be connected. Okay. We got a chunk of pyrite. See that? And the whole vein of it there. You know, it's going to be hard to pick up, but it's here. And yeah, with that much gold around, man, that could make you think you were on a hit. Oh, look, 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 look. Oh, beautiful day. Wow. Wow. It's heavy and it's green. Is that a focus? There you go. Oh, it's beautiful. What a great, great thing. Oh. Wow. And thank you to your friends too, I appreciate it. Oh, beautiful. Those are my first two pieces of fool's gold in my whole life. Found for real, just on the ground out in the wild, knowing it was on the side of a hill. And yeah, it's real covered in plants and stuff too. I think we're going to slowly spiral out from this spot. No need to charge off across the landscape and potentially lose whatever pattern we're on. I don't know if it's vastly throughout this area or if we stumbled upon, I don't know how it's coming out of the rock. You know, I just don't know. I do know that we saw a piece on this big flat stuff, and then where it had split apart, hope I'm not making you dizzy, where it had split apart, there was pyrite, beautiful pyrite. I love the green. This is beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna leave those sitting there for a second. I had less confidence. There's another one and another one. This was one of those where I had high doubts I was actually going to be able to find it. Especially when I had to hike in from an alternative route. I kind of had like the pull-out area and all that lined out for me, and then that wasn't available. So I had to get Google Maps out with very poor reception and trying to visualize it. Those are beautiful. We have our pyrite specimens for our collection, hand gathered. And I'm gonna keep looking for sure. But I would be happy with that. Okay, I'm gonna turn you off to avoid babbling and jumping up and down too much. And I will show you if we find anything else. So this is the next, I have to find a place to put these. This is the next rock that I see. And I swear, yep, those are little garnets and stuff. You see that? There's a little red garnet stuff in there. So I'm saying this is like maybe peridotite. It's green, it's tight. And it's just loaded up with little garnets. We're gonna actually save that also because in my world that's rare. I know there's cliffs of it up here, but yeah. Garnet schist looking stuff, beautiful. Until we find the mountainside of that with better specimens. I think that's gonna be going home with us for sure. So there's those. Just as a reference, I'm seeing little gems stuck in all of this, which means that they have eroded out and they're in the creeks down below. So if you used weight to hunt them out, you'd probably get little handfuls of garnets and peridot and everything else. I would imagine for being such plain looking rock, any of this that's actually exposed is super mineral on the inside. Okay, there is a hound stack here. Oh, and at the base of the hound stack, see this? So if you see these, if another human being has stopped and taken the time to leave you a pile of rocks, it could mean that there's a cliff right beyond that, could mean that there's a water hole right beyond that, a snake that always bit him every time, something cool to look at. Right here, this is obviously placed, and it's beautiful. Look at those. Is it gonna pick it up? That's like a brass colored metallic square there. This whole thing. Oh, look at the cubes that are missing out of it. But what this essentially is the clue. So it's for the next hound that comes along. That's sitting there. And that's what you need to come up and down this draw looking for. Is that same color, that same shape. And that's really awesome. I appreciate that whoever did that. And do you see what I'm saying? Is this is missing some big squares out of it. You see that gold? It's just a big gob of pyrite. It's raw square metallic crystals. It's beautiful. Hopefully we'll be able to find one of those. I don't see any immediately around it, but I do see the pile which led us here. And we're gonna walk up the straw now and look for more of that stuff. We're gonna look for big squares of it that have fallen out too, because that would be fun. Crazy. Look at this gob of asbestos. Are you seeing this? Can you get the shine right? That is, I'm gonna zoom in for you. Super crystalline serpentine. See it there? All of its fibers reflecting the light. Now that's cool stuff. But those little rock fibers there, they'll mess you up if you get those stuck in the flesh of your internal parts. They're more barbed than regular silicates, and our body has a hard time getting rid of them. Yeah. But all I got to say about that is I'm always thinking about the road crews. that dig in this stuff constantly. That's one place where it's not removed from. So anybody who works on a road crew in California or anywhere where there's this stuff is exposed all the time. Ooh, I am seeing what we were talking about, little squares of, what were you talking about, Nate? You're talking about everything. We were trying to listen, but you just branch off and branch off. Look, it's pyrite cubes, that's what I was trying to say. A big one, but I broke it in half. Because I was spastically talking to you. Because that's what I do. So, we are really close. There's a little treasure, look at him. This copper colored tree frog. Jumping around on this totally dry surface. What are you doing out here? He's saying, get all the pyrite. Some of this is red. It's eroded out of its rock. It's beautiful. It's like rainbowy red. Are you seeing that? Stuff to put in a little jar, I think. And no, Frog, are you waiting for the water to come back here? It's gonna be a while. Ooh. So there's big crystals. I want to gather some of this from right here because it is very rainbow metallic. And I think that that is killer. Look at that. I think there's a killer. And I'm loving the rainbow sheen. I'm hoping that there's some other spots that have that, but I'm going to go ahead and gather them here. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And then if you hit that little bell icon, that's what that's about, is it gives you notifications every time that I put out a video. It's all free. You're not committed. You don't have to watch any of it or pay for anything or any of that. It's just a free subscription. And then if you hit that bell icon, it'll give you a little heads up every time. It'll say, Quest for Details has put out another video, and you can see what it's about and decide if you want to watch it or not. And that's all it takes. If you don't, is just click it away, but that way you never miss one. Because I'm going to be cranking out a lot, and we are on our way to such fun sights right now. I don't want any of you to miss any of them. These individual crystals of it are, and I think that that's just awesome. I think it's beautiful. Yay! I can't even see through the viewfinder because I've dripped so much sweat on it. This is reflecting back up at us, and we're cooking. The biggest square of it, look. I've never even seen one that big in my life. That is so awesome. I'm hyper stoked. Like, another super huge one right there. Look at that. Look at that, it's an actual, almost a point. I'm liking these little micro specimens. All the tools I have in my truck. And because of doubt, we're using the can opener. I realize there might be whole boulders of this, but I have not discovered it yet. And I'm enjoying the size of these individual cubes. And then these bigger pieces, these look like nuggets. And I think they're looking like great washed up in a little jar. I'm in this spot where I keep getting just all these perfect little chunks. It's pretty dinky, but you can see what I'm gathering up. Those are pretty big little crystals there. I love all the different shapes and tones they come in. So I'm collecting all of them that I see. But as we run out of, as we run out of a little bit of time here, I'm realizing that we should go uphill. Because if there's pieces like this breaking out and coming down, there's probably bigger pieces above. What I saw, yeah, look, little quartz specimen with some in there. Okay. Here's that iconic perfect square. This crystal grew in a square. Pretty cool. That is pretty cool. We're just creeping or crawling along, looking at different rocks. The things growing in them, on them, and around them. There's the inkling that we're not in the correct type of rock for that anymore. Just found a piece of probably worked obsidian. I don't see a whole lot of other obsidian around. And this, which I can't tell if it's a piece of magnetite or a really dark garnet. It's a big square crystal thing that eroded out of the dirt. We will have to pay attention for everything. It's really hard. There's all these burnt pieces of burnt tree everywhere. So, but I figure we'll give the whole little thing a big spiraling wander, and we can kind of see all the minerals that are in the area. And I hate getting back and having everybody go, oh man, 10 foot to the left is where everybody actually digs. But that's life. I am going up to the contact zones where the stuff that we were finding it in is contacting the stuff that was orange, that had the bigger ones. I'm searching along that. I'm stopping. I'm looking in each debris field for even, basically a color. And I'm working my way along this entire thing. And I think we might have stumbled onto the best right at first. And I'm covered in sweat. And I'm working my way all along here trying to find my own spot. I don't see anybody's diggings or anything. Okay, looking in these bare spots to see if any of them have a douse of color. We have a douse of color. There's some really beautiful rainbowy stuff too. Yay! Okay, so it's in that stuff. That car, little bits of it there. Yeah, that car sounded like a rattlesnake behind me. It just echoed off these rocks. Oh! Look! Look! There they are. That is a gob of it. Oh, my friends. We're there. That is so super freaking awesome. Look. Ow! No thorn bush protecting the whole thing. Look at these free falling crystals. Man, they are hot too. They're hot to the touch. I wonder how many hearts this broke. It's called fool's gold for a reason. It's laying here in veins of quartz in the hills where people had traveled across the country and the world, told that there was veins of gold like this. And they got here and they dug this stuff out and brought it in, probably already making their plans in life. Look at the size of these cubes. Look at that. Look at the top of this specimen. Okay, I think we're just gonna make our way away because here's our 20-pound specimen. Look at these gobs. Look at that. Those are just all pyrite crystals. Beautiful. I'll have to get this out of the sunlight and show you the glimmer in the shade. Ah, beautiful. It's an armload of beautiful. Okay. Okay, I just fell down. I landed on my hip and my arm. And we hung on to some of the specimens. I just slid on this slant here of crap. I'll see you guys back at the truck. That's what I hit. That's what it did. It's okay. We'll make it. There we have it. Store it in the dirty clothes pile. Usually I have my bed and everything set up in here. We're just kind of rolling crazy style. I'll see you on down the road.